looking at your filmography, Michael, the one thing I noticed, this is the second time you take on an 80s TV role. First it was Chips, and now it's this. And you're taking on roles made famous by iconic Hispanic actors like Eric Estrada and Ricardo Montalban. For you as a Hispanic, how does that feel taking on those roles?
To me, it's more about like the idea of it. You know what I mean? Just the idea. If somebody pitched it to me like Fantasy Island, there's a place where people can go visit, and you can get whatever you want, whenever you want. You know, and you can fulfill your fantasy. I was like, wow, that's a great idea. And we're not talking about Vegas? Awesome, let's go. And just when I read the script, I was like, wow, that's really cool. And then after I accepted it, that's when I was like, oh yeah, this is Ricardo Montalban. But at the same time, this is the fourth iteration of it, right? So there's like the TV show, there was another movie, and then there was another show with Malcolm McDowell, and then it's me. So I wouldn't be taking his spot. Sure. It would be like, it's like a...
But it's still in that lineage of actors.
The lineage of it, but like Malcolm McDowell, he's not Latino.
Not at all.
You know?
Now, obviously, the island is supposed to be like a dream vacation for people. So I wanted to ask you, what would be your dream vacation? Where would that locale be?
I just came back from it, to be honest, like Pebble Beach.
Okay.
If somehow I can go to Pebble Beach to Hawaii, that would be great. My son absolutely loves the waves and the beach there, and you know he can go body surfing or boogie boarding, and so that's great. And then we make a little pit stop to Pebble Beach for me. I golf for 3 days. I love that. You know, we play. Clint Eastwood and Steve John are the head of the Monterey Peninsula Foundation, and I play the Pebble Beach program every year. I love it so much. I love it right now.
So I was about to ask you, who would you want to golf with then?
Oh man!
Like your dream golf.
Here's the thing, I played in Team Tiger on Monday. It was I think the teams were me, Chris Pratt, Larry Fitzgerald, and a couple of other guys, and we won. We beat Bubba Watson's team.
Congrats.
Bubba Watson, I'm sorry, but it's true. I'm sorry, not sorry.
Now I consider myself a little bit of a foodie.
Oh, okay.
You know, so I wish we could have seen like a food fantasy on the island. I thought that would have been really creative.
Wow.
So I wanted to ask you, do you have any food fantasy?
Well, you know what's crazy? Because you got to be careful what you wish for, you know, because if you have a little bit of money, you can have a food fantasy. And here's the thing, it would have been more of a comedy had it been a food fantasy. Because if you say you want the best food from all over the world, by the second act, you like 30 pounds heavier. Fourth act, you're like, you know, you just keep eating, and then you're dying from food. Which maybe that's the way the person wants to go out.
Maybe.
I don't know, but I definitely, I love, like my top 5 are Mexican, Italian, and then like Asian food, like Japanese, Chinese, and Korean barbecue. Like that's, for some reason, those are my jam. So if I went to, say, Japan, to eat Japanese food, like that would be amazing. I love everything about it.
Now, last question before I let you go. If obviously the film deals a lot with do-overs or things that you wish you can go back and do again. Is there ever a do-over in your life that you wish you can have?
There isn't. Like there's things that I'm like, oh, I wish I wouldn't have done that. But the reality is like I learned from it, you know. So there's mistakes that I've made in my life that like I wish I hadn't made, but then I changed my life and became a better person from it. So then that makes sense to me. You know what I mean? But if you keep making the same mistake, it's not a regret anymore. You're just dumb.
So it's a lesson after every...
Yeah, you gotta be able to learn. You gotta be able to change, you know? If the fire gets too hot, just get out.
Well, again, it was an absolute pleasure sitting with you, man.
Yeah.
You're great in the movie.
Dude, I appreciate it, brother.